Coach, I know no absence is welcome, but to hear the news that Fran's injury was less severe perhaps than initially thought, how relieving was that for the franchise?
It's a blessing that it wasn't, what we thought it was as it looked. And so, obviously you don't want anybody to be out, but for his ability to not be what, a lot of people thought it was is much better news.
Knowing that he's not going to be available now for an extended period of time, just how do you guys move forward without him?
The hard part about it is that you don't have him, but I guess the beauty in it is that you've been in this situation before. So you have to look back and lean on what we've done in other situations. The next man has to step up, be ready to play, and when your number's called, you're ready to go.
Jamahl, this is, year 3 of the NBA Cup. How do you feel like attitudes toward the Cup itself have changed, if at all? And how seriously do you think the Cup itself is taken?
I think the guys take it very seriously.
Jamahl, piggybacking off of this, I mean, it seems like your team has come out all business in all of these games. Could you just expound upon how seriously they do take it and what it means, to step on the court against the Heat in a quarterfinal? Yeah,
I think it means a lot for our guys. They take it extremely seriously. Each game, we found a way. And obviously the 4 previous, but these guys they lock in on a different level because they know what you get on the back end of it. But the competitive nature that these guys have, not just for playing regular games, but also knowing that there's something on the back end of it, turns it up a little bit more.
How you doing today, Coach?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. With the Heat finding success with their play style this year, more driving kick basketball, the fewest pick and rolls and handoffs in the league, but number 1 in pace. Does that make them more unpredictable to guard or tougher to game plan for than the average team?
Yes. And how so? You just said it all. Drive, kick, one-on-one, no less pick and rolls, harder to guard.
Hey, Coach, all the way in the back here. What's going on? So Tyler Hero looks like he's about to go tonight. What does he add to this Heat offense, and what do you have to prepare for that you didn't have to in the previous 2 meetings?
Yeah, just answering that question, more driving kick, more spacing, more shooting. We may see a little bit more pick and roll with him out there, but just the pace of play, being able to push it, space the floor even more so with his ability to knock down big shots. But just, again, being able to sit down and guard is going to be a high priority for us tonight against this team.
Jamahl, also back here. You guys just played the Heat in a very close game. It's kind of like a playoff series in a way that you're seeing them so close back to back. What can you learn, and what are the challenges of what maybe they might counter with?
I really think that in games like this, we feel like we've played them 9 times already in the season, but it comes down to the small things. It comes down to the details, making your free throws, blocking out, finishing possessions. Who wins the 50-50 battle? I think Spo talked to prior to post game. It becomes a slugfest and a dogfight because you know the team so well. So it becomes the minor details within the game that you have to make sure you take care of.
It's just been 2 games since Paolo came back, but what have you seen from him as he tries to kind of ease himself into the lineup or get himself back into rhythm in the lineup, and how does that maybe change, or how much do you need to see that expand with Franz out now?
Well, I think he's done a great job of just continuing to find a flow within the game. Find a rhythm within what is happening within the game. Finding the easy pass, knowing what he creates when he's out there on the floor, 2 to the ball. He's coming off of it quick. Getting early easy baskets in transition is another key for us as we move forward. Creating mismatches and keeping them. But he's done a great job of finding his flow back into the game.
Are his minutes beginning to expand a little bit more? Obviously, more time on the court. But is his minutes about to expand a little bit more after playing 25 on Sunday?
Was it 25?
I think it was 25.
So he's still on restriction?
Yeah.
Coach, and kind of to that point, with Franz being out, is there a challenge with Paolo to try to keep him from doing too much, or feeling like he needs to take over that role in a sense? I know it probably killed him being out those 10 games, and now his running mate is down. Is there a mentality thing that goes into that at all?
I think, Paolo is such a smart player that it's about winning. He's doing whatever is necessary to get on the court and help his team win. And if that means doing more, then that's who he is. If it means to do something different on the court and less, then that's what he'll do. But he's going to find the flow and a way to get his teammates involved and to continue to play the right way, that whatever it leads to, helping his team win.
Right here, Jamahl. trying to ask this in kind of a different way, but because you kind of hit on it, but because the NBA Cup is so new, like, how do you evaluate? How much weight do you put on this thing, or what does the weight of winning in this tournament carry?
It's a lot. I mean, for all the questions asked about the Cup, the guys want to win. They want to get to Vegas. They want the money. They want to have the bragging rights throughout the year. That's a big thing. And no other way to put it. Like, that's how I think each team that's in it looks at it. You know, you see the commercials, you see the advertisement, you see the guys talking about it. They want to win it. And there's no other way to look at it other than that. That's the competitive edge that these guys have. No matter what they get with their contract, you have the incentive on the back end of getting to Vegas and having a chance to say a bragging rights of winning something big. You want to go after it.
Jamahl, for the teams that get to the final, that means the 83rd game. How much, if at all, is there to the theory that there's such a thing as a cup slump or an inconvenience to the cup itself?
I'd love to get there to tell you afterwards.
Anything else? Oh, go ahead. Yep.
Coach, it looked like Jalen had a groin issue last game or something where he had to leave early. And what does it say that just he's not on the injury report tonight? And does that set like some sort of tone for the rest of the guys that this is a meaningful game, kind of just knowing that he's ready to go and out there for his guys?
It says a lot about the toughness and resiliency of our guys. If you can go, you go, and that's just who this team has been. If you're able to, you go.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.